All right, in this next video, I want to talk about the week that changed the way that I do Uber, and I want to talk about dash cameras. So this week in particular that I'm referring to, it started off like any other week, but I picked up two public defenders, and their main job was to defend men, African American men, who had been accused of touching or ape and falsely accused. So they got into my vehicle and they're asking what I did and everything like that. We're talking, and then one of them goes, "How come you don't have a dash camera?" And I was like, I got everything under control. I can control everything that's going on in my vehicle and outside." And so they told me what they did about these men being falsely accused and them going out and getting evidence in there. And so she threw the question at me. She's like, "What are you going to do if things go sideways? How are you going to defend yourself? How are you going to prove your innocence?" And I was like, "Oh, you got a point." So that same day, man, I'm not even joking around, I got on Amazon and I got a dash camera. So I have one that points forward, and then it's able to record what's going on in the cabin here. So that same week, this is what happened. I picked up a young lady late night, and she was drunk, man, and she falls asleep in my car. So I'm driving. I get her to her destination, and she's still sleeping. In my opinion, this is, and I share this to everybody, this is reckless and it's sloppy. You hear a lot of stories about the drivers being out of pocket and bad actors. It's the riders a lot of times. So she's drunk, she fell asleep, and we get to her destination and she won't wake up, man. So I'm calling her. She's not waking up. Do I touch her? I say no, because that is going to be pretty hard for me to explain to her and explain to the police if she calls them and she says, "Hey, this Uber driver touched me." So I was going to honk the horn, but I was in a neighborhood, man. I didn't want to do that. So what I ended up doing is I ended up getting out of my vehicle, walking over to the window, and tapping on the door on the window, and she woke up. This situation is not a situation that I want to be in. But if things did go awry and she didn't know where she was at, I definitely had the camera to protect myself. So what am I saying to you guys? You guys need a dash camera.